Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Classic Comics. Well, about an hour and a half ago, this came out from Variety. James Gunn writing new Superman film. Henry Cavill will not return, but eyed to play a different DC character. And just in case you were wondering, apparently Henry Cavill on his Instagram has posted a message saying that it is indeed official. I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone, the actor wrote in a statement posted on Instagram Wednesday evening. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. In October, Cavill announced that he would be returning to play the hero after a cameo in Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam, with hopes that he would appear in a long-awaited sequel to 2013's Man of Steel. However, at the end of October, James Gunn and Peter Safran took over as co-chairman and chief executive officers of DC Studios, which replaces DC Films, a reorganized division of Warner Brothers Discovery. The pair reportedly met to determine the future of Man of Steel 2, and now it appears it won't be going ahead. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October, prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life, Cavill wrote. The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. He said, James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. The new look DC Studios has also seen the stalling of Wonder Woman 3, with director Patty Jenkins stating Tuesday that there was nothing I could do to move anything forward at this time. The director also noted that DC is obviously buried in changes they are having to make, so I understand these decisions are difficult now. Wow. So, yeah, it's kind of what we were thinking, or at least kind of what I was thinking, is that they were going to reboot this thing. And apparently that is what is going to happen. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this article. Things are heating up in Metropolis as DC Studios co-head James Gunn has announced he is writing a new feature film about Superman. In step with the new project, Gunn has also revealed that Henry Cavill will not return as the hero. Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which we couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share some exciting information about our first projects at the beginning of the new year, the director turned label chief tweeted Wednesday evening. Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill. But we just had a great meeting with Henry, and we're big fans, and we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future. Sources close to DC told Variety that Gunn, his co-president Peter Safran, and Cavill met recently and are all energized to find something in the comic book universe for Cavill to tackle. Cavill confirmed that he would not be reprising the role of Superman in a statement shared on Instagram. And I already read that, so I won't go over that again, but here it is. For those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the example he sets for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards. Gunn has been at work on a new Superman story for some time, insiders say. The script will focus on the character's life as a cub reporter in the fictional city of Metropolis. Audiences will encounter him meeting key characters like colleague Lois Lane, insiders added. Additionally, Variety sources said the new Gunn project will not replace the previously announced J.J. Abrams' Ta-Nehisi Coates Superman concept, which is still in active development. Great. Oh, God. Cavill isn't the only star from the last DC era to sit down with Gunn and Safran. Ben Affleck, who has played Batman in numerous films, recently sat down to specifically discuss the prospect of directing an upcoming DC feature, individuals familiar with those talks said. The Superman news comes after a week of headlines following Warner Brothers' decision not to move forward with a new Wonder Woman movie with director Patty Jenkins. On Tuesday, Jenkins tweeted a lengthy statement saying she was open to considering anything asked of me in regards to a potential third project, which was scrapped. Shortly after, Gunn responded with support, saying to Jenkins on Twitter, I can attest that all of Peter and my interactions with you were only pleasant and professional. As Gunn stated Monday, more details on the reimagined DC Universe are expected to come in January. So, that is it, folks. That is a wrap on the Snyderverse and the DCEU, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I have mixed feelings about this. Like I say, I felt like some kind of a reboot was needed, but I had kind of hoped they would go forward with the actors in the same roles because for all the faults of the DC films we've had over previous years, there was some good stuff there and there was potential. I think Cavill could be a great Superman if he just had the right material. But apparently that is not going to be. As far as them starting over with a new movie where he's young and he's not Superman yet, honestly, I'm not enthused about that. I mean, we already kind of got that with Smallville. I don't think we really need to see that again. I'd rather they just start him off as Superman and start Batman off as Batman and then just go from there. Let's not have them with training wheels on or anything like that. Or them where they basically have the excuses, well, they're not the characters yet. They'll become that because I've gotten really sick of hearing that kind of thing because it's just this excuse they use to basically write the character differently than he should be or she should be. As far as the rest of the DCU, I mean, the signs were there. The whole discussion about maybe that Jason Momoa was going to play Lobo and he wasn't going to play Aquaman anymore. I mean, what else do you take from that except that, they're rebooting? And as far as Cavill having a new role in the DCU going forward, I mean, that's interesting, but who would it be? I mean, he'd probably make a good Batman too, honestly, but I'm assuming he's not going to be that. I also saw a story or something about they were considering maybe making Pattinson's Batman a part of this new universe going forward. I don't know. I think it's better if you just keep Pattinson as his own thing and just, do another movie and I don't know, maybe do a third and just kind of let this Batman sort of be a bridge to the new universe, where you're not really putting much out except Batman and I guess that Joker sequel after the Snyderverse DCU wraps up. And that takes you probably, 4 or 5 years down the line, and then you sort of got this new DCU coming. That's kind of the approach I think they should take. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they should make Pattinson part of this new DC universe? Should they just scrap him and start with a new Batman anyway? Or wait until there's a new DCU and then put a new Batman in that? Should they be starting Superman off as a cub reporter at the Daily Planet and he's not Superman yet and he's we got to go through that whole crap of he's learning to be Superman or whatever. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Please do like, share, and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.